Welcome to our channel. Today we how to activate Fail2Ban on your VPS against brute force. Quick tutorial step by step clearly. To activate Fail2Ban on your VPS against brute force attacks, begin by connecting to your server via SSH. Use an SSH client to log in with your credentials. Once logged in, update your package list to ensure you have the latest version of available packages. You can do this by running the command sudo apt update. Next, install Fail2Ban by executing sudo apt install Fail2Ban. Once installed, the Fail2Ban service will start automatically. You can check its status using the command sudo systemcall status Fail2Ban. To configure Fail2Ban, navigate to its configuration directory. Use the command cd/etc/fail2ban. Make a backup of the default configuration file before making any changes. Do this by running sudo cpjail.confjail.local. Open the jail.local file in your preferred text editor. You can use nano by typing sudo nanojail.local. Scroll through the configuration options to customize them according to your needs. Ensure that the SSH service is enabled to be monitored. Look for the section that mentions SSHD and set the enabled parameter to true. You may also want to adjust the max retry count. Once you are satisfied with your configuration changes, save the file and exit the editor. Restart the Fail2Ban service to apply the new settings. You can do this by running sudo systemcall restart Fail2Ban. To verify that Fail2Ban is working properly, check the logs for any bans. You can view the logs using the command sudo tailf/var/log/fail2ban.log. Additionally, you can list the currently banned IPs with sudo Fail2Ban client status SSHD. If you see any banned IPs, this means Fail2Ban is functioning effectively. Congratulations, you have successfully activated Fail2Ban on your VPS to protect against brute force attacks. This setup will help secure your server from unauthorized access. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.